It's been well documented that James Harden has not exactly been the most reliable playoff performer. But after last night, what went down between the Nuggets and Clippers in that game 7, we have got to break down everything to do with James Harden and what this is going to mean for that team going forward. I'm your host, Joey Mercer. This is another episode of Joe Mercer Sports Podcast. And make sure if you are watching this content today to go down below and hit that subscribe button, because about 99% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure, if you aren't already, go down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and every single time we upload, you'll be able to stay up to date with my takes here on the NBA and everything you need to know around it. It's absolutely free, so why not go down below and hit that button? But without further ado, we'll get in the topic at hand there today, being James Harden gets ultimate clowning for his disastrous Game 7, and that was originally posted on Larry Brown Sports by Renzo Pacholo Salau. Sorry if I mispronounced that one there. But yeah, there's no surprise this happened, but a lot of fans held out some optimism based on the season that James Harden had. It seemed to be a bit of a resurgence after being an all-star, but things just didn't go exactly as planned. James Harden was the butt of every joke Saturday as his Los Angeles Clippers saw their season come to an unceremonious end. The Clippers star pulled off a disappearing act offensively in Game 7 of LA's first round series against the Nuggets at Ball Center in Denver, Colorado. He came into the contest averaging 21 points on 45% shooting over the series' first 6 games. In Game 7, Harden finished with just 7 points on 2 of 8 shooting from the floor as Nuggets fans cheered after every one of his miscues in the 120-101 loss. While he did finish with 13 assists, the Clippers sorely needed some offensive firepower from the 3-time scoring champion. Kawhi Leonard was the lone Clippers rotation player to finish with over 12 points. So this is not all on James Harden, but James Harden is obviously expected to be nearly on the level of Kawhi Leonard. Not quite as good, but definitely the second option, and he just wasn't able to deliver. But let's talk about the rest of the players. Nobody else delivered either. It's just Kawhi Leonard that was there to put in any sort of offensive firepower, and even he wasn't on his A game. I don't exactly know what went wrong with the Clippers there. Was it because they were in the Mile High City? I'm not really too sure, but it was definitely not the Game 7 they were looking to have, nor was it even a close one at that. The Nuggets jumped out to a pretty early lead and didn't look back from there. Then see it says fans piled on X on Harden for underperforming in yet another big playoff contest. The Bears has lost a Game 7 with 4 different NBA franchises now, being the Clippers, 76ers, Nets, and Rockets. So yeah, I mean, this is well documented, as I said right there at the top, that Harden has not been the best playoff performer, and this continues to be the case. He needs to be able to change the narrative there and definitely make some noise if he's going to take that next step. He is on the latter part of his career at this moment, but if he's going to want to win a championship, he has got to be better in the postseason or take a back seat. But some people on X went out to say, like Shea Serrano, if you're familiar with him, he said, me talking myself into believing a team with James Harden on it was going to win a Game 7 on the road, and that's a woman there obviously painting on a clown's face. So yeah, I mean, he definitely doesn't show up. And then someone else came on to say this was Fred at Boss Fred 7, so at Boston. James Harden, the most important game every single season. That's the notorious photo of him just before he got moved to the Nets, looking quite out of shape. So yeah, I mean, definitely how Harden performed was not exactly what they were looking for. And yeah, fans obviously were looking to clown him right away. This is a generally large storyline because how many times has this happened with Harden now? Well, we can see 4 times he's underperformed, at least 4 different teams, and it's been more than that. It was several times with the Rockets. I mean, a couple times with the 76ers, the Clippers. I mean, there's a lot documented there of Harden not performing. I encourage you to go look at those stats if you think that that's not the case for him, but it most certainly is. So yeah, unfortunately, this is the product that you get when you have James Harden on your team, it seems like, and I can't really see that changing. So my opinion on this would be that this is the version of Harden that you're going to get if he's on the Clippers next season. He probably will be if they go into a Game 7. Probably don't rely on him. That seems to be the way it's going to be with James Harden. So probably don't get your hopes up too much and hope they can look to find some other options. But then we can see it said the Nuggets took control of the game in the middle quarters, outscored the Clippers by 32 points combined in the second and third periods, and Denver picked Los Angeles apart with a balanced offensive attack. 6 different Nuggets players tallied at least 15 points, with Aaron Gordon's 22-point total leading the team. Steve Ballmer clearly did not get his money's worth when he sent 120 Clippers fans to attend Game 7 on a charter jet. Yikes, that's a lot of money to be spent there. I know he's good for it, so to speak, but not exactly the outcome once again with the Clippers and James Harden. Let me know what you think about this down below. Is James Harden a playoff choke artist? Is this just a product of the team that was around him this time and it wasn't James Harden's fault? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Make sure if you made this far to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for notifications, and I will see you all in the next one.